In this video, we will edit an active problem set, including removing problems, adding problems, and tweaking other details of your problem set. First, let's look at how to assess an entire set. You can check the box next to it in the Homework Sets menu, scroll all the way down, and click to view a PDF version. As the instructor, you get to choose the user and the homework set that you're going to view. You can uncheck the box to show answers and click to generate a hard copy. You could then scroll through all of the problems in this homework set and assess which ones are appropriate or inappropriate for your class. Alternatively, in the Homework Sets editor, you could find the set and find the number corresponding to the number of problems in that set. Click that number. This takes you to the Homework Set Details page. If you scroll down, you see a list of the questions that are part of this problem set. If you click to render all, then WeBWorK will generate those problems and you can actually see what they say. In this manner, you could scroll down and assess that these problems are appropriate or inappropriate for your homework set. Suppose that we decide that problem 9 here is worth deleting. Check the box to delete it, scroll to the bottom, and click to save changes. Note that problem 9 has been removed and the numbering for other problems remains in place. Note at the bottom that you do have the option to force problems to be numbered consecutively from 1. However, it is not advised that you use this feature. If a student has already begun work on, say, problem 17, and you do something to change that problem's number to number 16, it can be confusing. As an alternative to deleting a question, you can mark it correct. This leaves the problem in place, but gives all students 100% credit for the question. Once you do this, there is no undoing. A 100% score will be recorded for each student within their space in the database, and it cannot be undone. Now let's add a problem. To add a problem, the easiest method is to visit the library browser using the navigation panel on the left. There are several ways to browse problems. You start in the Open Problem library, which is searchable, including with advanced search options using this button off to the right. I encourage you to explore. These buttons on the second row are for specific collections of problems that PCC uses. The problems in these libraries are not searchable, but they are organized in an orderly manner by folders. The problem set that I was just editing is a problem set on the basics of functions. I could visit the Basic Algebra problem library and look at the folders within that library and see that function basics is a topic. There may be more than 20 problems in that folder, and so I can use this drop-down menu to show all and then click to view all of those problems. Scrolling down, I might find a problem that I would like to add, say this one right here. I need to tell WeBWorK which problem set I intend to add it to. I'm going to scroll back to the top and use this drop-down menu to select the appropriate problem set. Now if I scroll back down to that problem, I can click the Add button to add the problem to the problem set. Note that I am told that this problem is now a problem within the problem set, as may be other problems I'm looking at. I might decide to add more to this problem set. For example, this question down below. If I'd like to understand better how this problem behaves randomly, I could click the Re-Randomize button to see different versions of the problem. I can choose to add this problem to the problem set. Now if I go back to the problem sets in the Homework Sets editor, and I go back to look at the set details of the problem set I have been working on, and if I click to render all and scroll to the very bottom, I can see that the two problems that I just added are now at the bottom of the set. Note that these problems have been added consecutively to the end of the set, numbered 92 and 93, preceded by 91, even though there were blank spots like problem 90 prior to that. Now let's look at rearranging the order of the presented problems. The problem set I have in front of me has been numbered with problems straight out of the Orca textbook. For example, question 5 here corresponds to question 5 from section 10.1 of the book. If I would like to rearrange problems, and I do not care about consistency with the order of the textbook problems, I can begin dragging around the problems, passing one past the other. As soon as I do this, WeBWorK will consecutively reorder everything from 1. After dragging the problems around, now I see problem 1, 2, 3, and so on. I can continue dragging one problem past the other to change the problem numbering. For each question from this Set Details page, I can adjust the relative weight of the question. Each question right now has weight 1, giving the entire assignment of 25 questions a combined point weight of 25. If I decided that question 1 was relatively twice as important as others, I can change this to 2. The global default for WeBWorK at PCC is to give students unlimited attempts. Sometimes that's not appropriate, especially with multiple choice questions. On a question-by-question basis, you could adjust the maximum number of attempts allowed for that question. At the top of the Set Details page, there's a Set Description field. Right now, this problem set simply says function basics, but I could put a more detailed description if I'd like to. When I'm done making all of these adjustments, I can click to save changes and revisit the homework sets list. Hovering over this assignment that I've been working on, I see my description pop up. Lastly, let's examine how to adjust the set header page. When a student visits an assignment, they see the list of questions, but they also see a panel off to the right that gives some basic information about the problem set. This set header file is only telling me when the problem set is due, and it gives me a link to the relevant section of the ORCA textbook. If I would like to, I could click to edit and change the information in this panel. A warning though, when you click to edit, you will not be editing a simple text file. Know that you can include videos and all kinds of other goodies that you might want to include with a set header file.